Karate is not very much a part of our culture here in America, but is very much a part of the culture in Japan, in Okinawa. There's a lot more in karate than what we normally think from an American perspective. Yes, it's about fighting and getting really good at fighting, but there's a lot more. Now, see, there's a culture, the Japanese have a poetry that's really kind of different than lots. Haiku, right? And haiku only has 3 lines of text, and it's 5 syllables, 7 syllables, and 5 syllables. And the idea of the haiku is it uses a lot of symbolism and multiple levels of meaning and in such a small package, right? There's one in an English version, kind of goes like this. An old silent pond. A frog jumps into the pond. Splash! Silence again. Now, while we're talking about that, right? Frogs are a symbol of springtime, right? They're a symbol of springtime. So it might be talking about springtime, right? And how everything, or the birthing of, all the life is coming out, right? That time of year, right? But it can be lots of this haiku can be about a lot of things, right? Different levels of meaning. It can be about, we have a blank mind, and then, boom, a thought comes up. And then, as we quiet back down, the thought goes away, right? It could be about our life, right? Existence is kind of silent. Then, boom, here I am in life. Let's go, living life. And then going back to the silence. So there's many levels of meaning in the karate with, lots of context in those little packages. The same culture that has created haiku is the same culture that created karate. In that, what I want you to understand is that a lot of what we're practicing in karate are symbols of fighting, right? Yes, they prepare you and, get you ready for a real fight, but they're symbols of fighting, right? And once you learn how to really look deeply into these things, you can find all kinds of fighting applications that aren't apparent from the outside, right? And so there's this big treasure hiding inside of karate, right, that very few people understand or get to in this country of ours. And so I want you to see that in a few examples today, even with the beginning stuff that we're learning, right? And so it's much, much deeper. Karate is not about, it's much more than about fighting. It's being in a fight with somebody. Karate is about the fight of our life. We're trying to build something. We're trying to build our life. And the whole world is falling apart at the same time, right? So how do we have the guts and the courage to go out and keep trying to build the very best life we can while the whole world is fighting against us? That's the fight karate is about. How do you make your life the best it can be, right? Okay, let's get on to some class.